Hey everyone, Shawn Martin. This video is probably mostly for my mother because it's the holidays, as you know, I hope you know. Have you heard of the holidays? They take place all over, so I'm just assuming you know. In fact, look what I have sitting right beside me. I'm excited for the day I get to wear this to work. Anyway, off topic, Shawn. This video is mostly for my mother. It's the holidays. Work is getting crazy busy, and I'm trying to stay busy here with the YouTube page. And I kind of started this thing where I ramble about things, and there's plenty of series on television that I'm a huge fan of that I could ramble about for some time. And Glee is one of them. And my mother and I, whenever we see each other, usually catch up on Glee. And it's been a while, and I don't talk that much about Glee on my channel, so I figured this is it. This is the time I'm going to go right now. So Alicia and I watched the most recent episode last night. The most recent episode was Hold On to 16. I'm just going to basically go over how I feel about all of these people and situations, everything that's been going on. First of all, Quinn has decided, by the end of the episode, I think she's finally given up, but Quinn has decided to go after Shelby, the woman who has adopted her baby and is raising it as a single mother. Shelby is played by Idina Menzel, who is an awesome Broadway actress, and I do enjoy her on the show, but it seems like they're wrapping up her plot, and I'm fine with that. I like the kids more than the teachers, except for Sue Sylvester. I can always see more of her. So anyway, Quinn has decided to go after her, get her baby. This is the last episode that it feels like she's really intent on doing it, and it's mostly because of Rachel. It seems like she has talked her out of it. Now, I have never liked Quinn, and I still don't like Quinn, and I understand that the show needs to have a foil who is a student. They can't just rely on Sue always being the evil one. They need to have bad students, and Quinn's just one of them. But I've never cheered for her character. I was asking Alicia last night, do you think, what's her name, Diana Agron? Do you think Diana is sympathetic with her character, or is she like, yeah, Quinn is a total B-word? Like, does she hate her? I don't know. I hate her. I just hate her. So Shelby has been banging a student, Puck, which I don't have a problem with them getting together. Like, he's 18 and I think that's fine. That's not a problem, but she needs to quit. She cannot work at that school and be banging a student, even if he is 18. That is screwed up. And it sounded, again, by the end of the episode, she said something like, I'm taking care of it or something. I get the impression she's lost the competition, so she's just gonna leave. Which this will be her exit for the season, probably. Probably? I don't know. Kurt and Blaine have that guy who keeps coming up. His name's Sebastian. I really enjoy the banter that goes on between the three of them, but I think Kurt and Blaine are the best couple on the show. Definitely this season, I think they're the strongest couple. They have the healthiest relationship, and they're both good singers, and I really like Blaine. Alicia's favorite singer is definitely Blaine. Mine bounces between probably him and Santana. And it's not always Santana's voice, because she doesn't even have the best voice of the girls. They just always give Santana the really good songs. And that's what I care about more. Finn did something pretty awesome. Finn has been really great this season. I have never really cared about Finn. He's just kind of a bland character to me. His singing is crap, and he knows it. And his drumming, watching his drum syncing is awful. It's really bad. And he is a drummer, which is why it's even worse. So Finn has been doing a really great job this season of being an excellent leader. Like, he's taken all the initiative that he had when he was a quarterback and put it into the Glee Club. And it's awesome. Whenever he's got, like, a stray sheep or something that's not people who aren't working together, he seems really intent this year on making it work and holding everything together. And this episode, it was Blaine finally really let him have it after they brought Sam back. Finn was like, Finn brought him back, and Blaine interpreted it as Finn was seeking a replacement for Blaine, because it's been clear so far that Finn is not the biggest fan of Blaine, which I think is a combination of him feeling threatened by Blaine's talent, and Kurt is his brother now. They're stepbrothers. Maybe he felt a little protective of his brother. I think that's fine too. So Blaine gets all pissy and goes off and does Fight Club on the punching bag and made a really funny joke about not being able to talk about Fight Club, which I enjoyed. And Finn goes in there and basically owns up to the mistake of intimidating Blaine, and he's like, I'm sorry I did that, but we need you, and we're a team, and Sam is just going to help us as a team. And that was great. I really have been enjoying Finn's transition into the strongest leader he's ever been. Okay, so Sam comes back. Who apparently he was dancing at a sexy strip club thing, which I don't know. That was weird. His mom made me tear up a little bit when she realized that she missed having a teenage son and seeing him all the time. And Mike finally worked out that thing with his dad. Fine. I've been waiting for that to happen for weeks. I'm just glad it's finally over. I'm kind of sick of the Asian dad thing. I'm glad we're past it. And then we got to see that the girl from the other singing group, who was one of the Gerber babies, perform a really good song basically all by herself, which it made sense to me why they couldn't possibly win, because they didn't even perform as an ensemble. They danced, and I mean, are we supposed to interpret that because the New Directions sang 3 songs, each one of the groups sang 3 songs? Because we only saw one from the Trouble Tones, and we only saw one from the Unitards. That's what they were called. Because maybe they did sing an ensemble song and we just didn't hear it. I don't know. It was very clear after those 3 performances who should win, because it didn't make any sense that the New Directions got to do these really big numbers, and 3 of them. By the way, awful Janet Jackson song to pick. What was that? I never even heard that song before. But ABC and Man in the Mirror were, obviously, they were great. And then blah, blah, blah. All the characters are happy at the end, right? Who am I missing? Who haven't I? The ladies, okay. Quinn goes to the Trouble Tones who lost and invites them back to the New Directions, because that's what they always do. They always get back together at the end, and then they performed We Are Young, which, again, I've never heard before today. This happens a lot to me with Glee. I can't even click on it on Wikipedia. What did they write it? What is it? Googling. Loved last night's cover of We Are Young? Yes, no, not really, but I just want to know who it is. Tell me, EW. We Are Young by buzzy New York-based band Fun, period. Yes, lowercase with a period. Okay. So they're making this song famous now? Are there any specific artists that inspired you? This is an interview with the band. I think Kanye West was a big one. What? Shut up. Okay, so good. I was weirded out by that song, and I was weirded out by the band. So I'm assuming that we're seeing the end of Shelby and Puck's storyline. How many more episodes is Rory in? Because I wouldn't mind getting another plot or 2 with him. They did that one at the very beginning when he was introduced, and then he's kind of been a background character until now. Sam, I wasn't expecting to show up at all. I didn't know that he was coming back to the show. I was very surprised when they announced that he wasn't in it at the beginning. And I still don't even know why he wasn't in it. And the last thing I have to say about this episode is, what the hell, Red Solo Cup? What?